The quarterfinal matches of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Students Debates National Tournament of Champions continue today. Yesterday, the first two semi-finalists emerged. Today, two more will emerge. The judges will not vote to retain any loser. Wildcard opportunities out the window. That means two champions will go home today. And talking about champions, yesterday, this tournament, farewell to Abuja's finest. The day before, it was to Port Harcourt's finest. And when I say finest, the champion of the total champions from those locations. This tournament has had to bid bye to one of Lagos's finest in the person of the seventh season's champion. Only the champion of season 6 in the Lagos regional finals remain in this competition. But everybody who gets here is a champion. So champions all as they are, and champions they will always be. Before I proceed, a big shout out to Nigeria Info FM Abuja fans, particularly to Usan for God, who alongside others decided to welcome all the debaters from Abuja at the airport to celebrate their resilience in the ongoing I Beg to Differ debate. I'll do anything to be an Abuja debater. I saw all the work you guys did, sending an emissary, an entourage, and a convoy to meet these ones. They are probably in flight now, if I'm not mistaken. They are on their way home. And we also have assurances that our Port Harcourt representatives have landed in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt still has one representative here, and we will see her in the second debate of the afternoon. Remember, everyone, we are streaming live on social media. That is on Facebook and YouTube. You can also catch the previous episode of this tournament on those channels. Moreover, you can catch a replay of this tournament on Wazobia Max on Saturdays 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. There's also another repeat broadcast during the course of the week, but don't forget to catch it on Saturday morning, where they do a collage of all the big debates during the course of the week. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. It's a pleasure to be here again one last time for the quarterfinal rounds before the semi-finals begin on Monday. My hosts, my co-moderator and anchor is the fantastic Yvonne Okhaifo. Hello, Yvonne.
Thank you very much, Femi. Hello, Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here. We will start by saying thank you to the sponsor of I Beg to Differ, the National Tournament of Champions, Lesheho Microfinance Bank, and of course to our partners, Chrisland Schools, Olaiya Foods and Catering, Call to Fly. Call to Fly has partnered with us to transport the Abuja champions. Call to Fly caters to all your air transport needs, everything from flight, ticketing to freight and logistics. We're also saying thank you to Biloxi for giving the contestants their tasty range of biscuits. You will hear more from Obiwize in the course of the tournament. Master Street Children's Hospital is our healthcare partner during the course of the tournament. For sponsorship, well, you may think it is too late at this point, but there is something that you can still do. So send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm.
And for those who are looking at a subsequent I Beg to Differ competition, remember the regional competitions, the next season that builds all the way to the national finals, open opens when the new school calendar opens, and that is in September. So, early birds, we welcome you, even if you are looking beyond these national finals for the coming season.
Right.
It's a great time to begin to talk to us now as we prepare for the new season of the I Beg to Differ regionals in Lagos, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, as we build to the nationals here again at some point next year. Now, here's what the debaters stand to win. It's 2 million naira to the winner, a Green Lion G20 Ultra tablet and a Green Lion Ultra Active smartwatch to boot. Second place finisher will go home with 1 million naira, a Green Lion Active Duo Airbuds Pro, and a Green Lion San Siro wireless headphone. The third place finisher will depart this tournament with 500,000 naira, a Green Lion Ultra Active smartwatch, and a Green Lion Comfort Plus headphone. Obi Weezy is providing all of these gadgets in addition to the cash prizes, and they're also giving gadgets to all the other participants, the other 13 participants who do not make it to the top 3. Each of them will get a Green Lion Comfort Plus headphone. All right, that is done. Time now to meet our brilliant and excellent panel of judges. I'll start with Chief Judge Dr. Chike Ngbadiche. He's the head of the Department of Communication, Media and Cultural Studies at the Pan Atlantic University here in Lagos, Nigeria. Dr. Chike Ngbadiche, I can see him. He sends his love and he is ready to go. Judge Amabasi Akove is a program officer at Budget Foundation. It's such a fine pleasure to have you with us again, Ama. Please do wave if you don't mind. Thank you very much. By the way, if you are following the live stream, you could see our judges put faces to the names. Our next judge is Judge Elizabeth Michael. She's a broadcast professional and learning experience designer. Thank you for coming, Elizabeth. If you wouldn't mind waving, would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, George Ufoma Egbamuno, he's the news manager, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, on which you are also catching this live broadcast. So, that's the Oga who ensures everything gets in the news. Ufoma Egbamuno, care for a wave. Yeah, we all know you. All right. Finally, Yvonne Okhaifo is our diction judge. Yvonne, please wave for our audiences. Thank you. All right. At this point, it is time for us to introduce the debaters, the 2 debaters for this first debate. I would like to start by introducing this 15-year-old SS3 student of Ikorodu Senior High School. He's got to this quarter-final fixture by grit, determination, and hard work. Cumulatively, he's had 4 debates in the series, winning 3. His only known defeat once. He's back here for honor and glory. Please welcome Ogunneye Ayomide as he joins us now. Welcome, Ayo. How are you?
Fine, sir.
It's so good to have you join the debate.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. Are you ready for this? All right. Thank you very much. His opponent. Yes, thank you. His opponent is 16 years of age. He is an SS3 student likewise, but of Newhall International School, Chevron, Lekki. He is a fierce debater, albeit often calm, but he knows what he's doing. 7 debates he's gone through in the series. He's only lost once, and that was in the final of his regional qualifier, season 6. And we've seen him here and he has continued to soldier on. This will be his 8th debate. Make welcome to Minanengyiofori, David. Welcome, David. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Are you ready for this? Brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone. Mr. Nicholas is here, David's teacher as a chaperone, and I want to believe that Mrs. Ogunneye is here as Ayomide's mother chaperoning her son. That done, you've met the contestants. Now let's go into the nitty-gritty of what to expect, Yvonne.
Yes, the debate for this hour is the belief in an afterlife essential for meaningful existence? Is the belief in an afterlife essential for a meaningful existence?
This
now,
topic.
It promises to be interesting. Perhaps you may want to pay attention as
where did the debate topic committee go this time?
Well, we went everywhere. We went philosophical. You know, it is just so that the kids are able to debate any topic.
I can't wait to hear what they have to say.
I look forward to that as well. One of them will say, of course, believing in the afterlife, you know, is essential for living meaningfully. The other will say, no, it isn't essential for living meaningfully. We will now find out how they will argue. They were made aware of their sides earlier in the week. I will start with Ogunneye Ayomide. What side will you argue?
I'll be supporting the motion.
So you will say that, yes, indeed, you know, believing in the afterlife is essential for meaningful existence. But Minanengyiofori David will say, for what? No way. Not necessary at all, not essential. Well, you know the rules. You have been in this debate long enough to know the rules at this point, so we're not going to spend much time on that dilly-dallying. We will just go straight into the debate.
For the benefit of our audiences, remember, you can vote.
Correct.
On our polls on YouTube, Facebook, and X, I guess. Is it YouTube and X only? Or
Yes.
is it Facebook and X?
No,
YouTube.
on X and YouTube.
YouTube and X. Okay, you will guess who you feel would was more impressive and you feel would have won this debate. Remember that it is not your decision or mine. The decision rests with the judges who eventually wins. But I always keep a scorecard, my own personal scorecard. And you are advised to keep yours and share with us via those polls. Just follow Nigeria Infos I Beg to Differ on Instagram. That's at Nigeria Info IBTD. IBTD for I Beg to Differ. You could get the latest updates, behind the scenes content, and insider access to everything happening on this debate show.
Right. Now it is time to debate. The debaters for this hour, Ogunneye Ayomide and Minanengyiofori David, are going head-to-head on the topic. Is the belief in the afterlife essential for a meaningful existence? The motion supporter is Ogunneye Ayomide. He will now get 3 minutes to open his argument. Ayomide, it is time to debate.
Alitok once said, and I quote, "Without belief in an afterlife, the struggles of humans seem arbitrary and pointless. But with it, we see them as part of a larger and meaningful journey." End of quote. On that note, good day. My name is Ayomide Ogunneye. I'm here to support the motion, which is the belief in an afterlife essential for meaningful existence? To begin with, purpose and motivation. The belief in an afterlife creates a sense of purpose and motivation, encouraging the individual to relate with the laid down rules and principles of the society, thereby creating a hope of reward or continuing the existence beyond death. Besides that, moral accountability. Now, believing in the afterlife promotes moral behavior among people, instilling that idea that our actions have social consequences beyond this world, thereby instilling ethical living among people. A research conducted by Science Personality stated that people who actually believe in an afterlife are associated with higher levels of moral behavior. In addition to my point, resilience in adversity. Now, believing in an afterlife fosters resilience and strengthens the individual that during the time of that, telling the individual that hardship and pain are temporary, that there will be a greater reward in the next life. In addition to my point, the spiritual fulfillment. Now, believing in another life fosters spiritual growth and fulfillment. Connect, maybe individual to connect with other supernatural beings, another thing that is actually greater than themselves. In addition to my point, existential comfort. Believing in another life alleviate anxiety, giving individual that comfort and reassurance about the meaning of their existence. According to research conducted by social psychology, stated that 75% of people who believe in another life were reported greater existential comfort and reduction in the fear of death. In addition to my point, promote altruism. Now, believing that the belief in reward or consequences in an afterlife incentivize altruism, making sure that people promote positive attitudes like the act of kindness, generosity, and selflessness. In addition to my point, now, we don't believe in an afterlife. This life seems ultimately meaningless, thereby leading to nihilism. Now, believing in an afterlife alleviates, counteract nihilistic tendency, ensuring that people inculcate good acts. In addition to my point, social bond. According to a study in the Journal of Spirituality and Religion, stated that people who believe in an afterlife are associated with social cohesion and supporting networks. In addition to my point, is transcendent of human dignity. Now, Martin Heidegger, a German philosopher, stated that believing in an afterlife creates a sense of transcendence, ensuring that daily experiences are ultimately significant and meaningful in the life of a human. In addition to my point, believing in an afterlife promote cultural and religious heritage. Now, people who believe in an afterlife promote cultural and heritage, and most of this time, these practices are actually embedded in their traditional and social activities. This has helped to promote sense of unity among people in our society. In addition to my point, is personal transformation. Believing in an afterlife helps to promote personal transformation and make people have the accessibility to adopt positive virtues in our society. In addition to my point, believing in an afterlife promotes positive psychological effects. According to a study in the Journal of Religion and Health, people who actually believe in an afterlife are associated with. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have to say that 3 times. Thank you very much for your opening. That is Ayomide Adeneye. Ayomide is an SS3 student of Ikorodu Senior High School.
Well, it is now time for David to open his argument. David.
Imagine a world where death is the end, a black void from which there is no return. Would our life still carry the same weight? Good evening, moderators, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debater, my ever-listening audience. Minanengyiofori David is my name, and I'm here to prove that a belief in the afterlife is not essential for a meaningful existence. Firstly, the phrase meaningful existence is subjective, as what you believe makes your existence meaningful might not be what makes my existence meaningful. Philosophers like Albert Camus believe that life's meaning is self-determined and does not require a belief in the afterlife. Furthermore, if there's a next life, what's the purpose of this life? People who believe in an afterlife use this as a way to justify their frivolous lives. They live meaningless lives here on earth just because there's an afterlife. So, even as they have a belief in the afterlife, their existence here is meaningless and useless. Additionally, my opponent claims that a belief in the afterlife is essential for a meaningful existence. But Aristotle, one of the most influential philosophers, said life's meaning is to be able to achieve eudaimonia, a state of happiness. So you mean to tell me that if one achieves eudaimonia, their lives are still not meaningful? Moving on, I know my opponent would like to use religion as a way to justify some of his points, but please, let's not use scripture out of context. There is no verse in the Bible that claims that a belief in the afterlife is essential for a meaningful existence. In addition, some people who don't believe in an afterlife live lives guided by moral boundaries and ethical frameworks, while some people who believe in an afterlife are downright thieves and terrorists. Now, tell me, whose existence do you think is more meaningful? Next, countries that have high rates of atheism also have high rates of life satisfaction and purpose, which challenges the necessity for a belief in an afterlife. According to Gallup, Sweden had the highest rates of atheism, and yet they ranked 4th in the World Happiness Journal. According to Happiness Academy, the 3 big sources of meaning in life are creating, learning, and contributing. Nowhere does it state that a belief in the afterlife is essential for a meaningful existence. Also, some religions emphasize earthly living. For example, Judaism and Islam prioritize our life here on earth over concerns about the afterlife. Furthermore, if you don't believe in an afterlife, it helps you to focus more on the present moment. This will allow you to appreciate the life we live now. Additionally, the most influential man on earth, the most successful man on earth, Elon Musk, lives a meaningful life, and he doesn't believe in an afterlife. Now, There is no correlation between an afterlife and meaningful existence. Moving on, let's not be myopic. We've come too far as a people. According to Pew Research Center, only 12% of people have a belief that they believe in an afterlife is essential for a meaningful existence. In addition, humanistic psychology. This emphasizes personal growth. American psychologist Carl Rogers focuses on personal growth and self-actualization as a way to achieve meaning in life. In the end, they believe in an afterlife is an essential tool, is a powerful tool to give one's meaning existence for some people, but it is not the only path to achieve a meaningful existence. Thank you.
Right on time.
All right, we've heard the opening rounds between these two individuals. You just heard Minanengyiofori David, he's 16 years of age, SS3 student of Newhall International School, Chevron, Lekki. His opponent, whom you heard earlier, Ogunneye Ayomide, is 15, SS3 student of Ikorodu Senior High School, Lagos. We'll take a break. When we come back, it will be time to go straight into the rebuttals.
Letseho Microfinance Bank Nigeria Limited is a subsidiary of Letseho Holdings Limited, a pan-African financial services group with over 21 years of experience in Africa. Headquartered in Botswana, Letseho operates in 11 sub-Saharan markets. The bank is a licensed financial services provider in Nigeria, providing loans to individuals across both the public and private sectors and the educational sector, as well as supporting micro and small entrepreneurs. The name Letseho is a Setswana word meaning support. Letseho Microfinance Bank first opened its doors in September 2010 and has since grown to serve over 200,000 customers, having a staff complement of over 280 employees spread across 17 branches nationwide. Letseho Microfinance Bank offers loans and financial solutions to over 10,000 customers who enjoy expanded access through strategic partnerships, innovative technology, and digital delivery channels. For more information, visit letseho.com/Nigeria or follow us on social media at Letseho Nigeria. You can also call 0905 391 1450 or email nigeria@letseho.com to learn how Letseho Microfinance Bank is improving lives every day.
Well, we appreciate one of our main sponsors. I know that you probably had the brand pronounced this way, and the others. we are fact checking it as we go. Well, we really appreciate the microfinance bank, and don't worry, we'll come back to you and let you know what it is indeed. Okay, now we go to the rebuttal rounds between Ayomide and David. I would assume that we'll be starting with David now, right, Yvonne?
Yes, we will start with David. David, it is time to refute your opponent's points.
Minanengyiofori David is my name, and I'm here to refute some of the points made by my opponent. Your first point was purpose and motivation. Most people who don't believe in an afterlife, most people who believe in an afterlife claim that since there's an afterlife, this life doesn't have a purpose. It has no meaning. So they would just wait till they go to their afterlife. For example, the people who Paul wrote to in Thessalonica, who believed that since Jesus was coming back and there was an afterlife, they would quit their jobs and just wait for Jesus to come back. Now, their lives were not purposeful. Your next point was moral accountability. I'd like to ask you, almost all our leaders in Nigeria do believe in an afterlife. Most people in Nigeria believe in an afterlife, but yet, have you seen the rates of crime? If a belief in the afterlife led to moral accountability, our leaders would be saints and our country would thrive. Then your next point was spiritual growth. I'd like to ask you, do you know how many wars have been led by the belief in an afterlife? The Crusades, the Holy Wars, our Nakbas, millions of people's lives were lost. You see Christians carrying out crusades just because they want to claim back the Holy Land. You see Muslims who kill other people just because they believe that if they kill other people for Allah, they would get 72 virgins when they move to the afterlife. Then you said it provides comfort. A belief in the afterlife provides comfort. How good is this comfort? You might get too comfortable with your belief in the afterlife that you become idle and your life would become meaningless. Then you said it leads to altruism, and you said something else about positive attitudes. And I believe this is redundant, as you have already said moral accountability. And like I've said, if it leads to positive attitudes, we won't have all the vices we have currently in our country. Then you said, if you don't believe that, people who don't believe in an afterlife, they believe this life is useless. But that is false, because it's people who believe in an afterlife who think this life is useless, since they believe that there's an afterlife that is more important than this life. Then you went forward to say that, people who believe in an afterlife create social bonds, but people who don't believe in an afterlife bond socially as well. Then you said personal transformation again, and I believe that's redundant. Like I said, if it transforms us, we wouldn't have this much vices. Then you went forward to say it has a positive psychological effect. But according to American Psychological Journal, there is no correlation between a belief in the afterlife and one's mental health. It's your personal achievement and how you live your life that makes your existence here on earth meaningful. I believe I've been able to address all my opponent's points. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. David's rebuttals are done. We'll switch now to Ayomide, who will have the same amount of time, 3 minutes, to rebut the points made by David.
Well, it is time to refute your opponent's argument.
Still standing on the existing protocol. My name is Ayomide Ogunneye, and I'm here to rebuttal my opponent's point. So we say that people who do not believe in people who believe in an afterlife usually living in this life. But I totally disagree with you, because of the fact that believing in an afterlife serves as some kind of value, some kind of positive attitudes for people to actually live on. Now, besides that, you also mentioned that believing in an afterlife usually make people engage in violent activities. You see the holy wars and all of that. But I'll tell you that Jesus Christ came to the world not just for the righteous people. He came for those who came for the sinners. He even said in the Bible that I did not come for those who are saved. I came for those who need to be saved. So believing in an afterlife do not actually provide institute or provide some kind of values for people who need positive attitude, but yet it is their believing in another life can create that ability to transform the mind of so many negative people in the society. In addition to your point, you mentioned that there is no verse in the Bible that support believing in another life. Are you for real? When the Bible support that after death is judgment, we have heaven and we have hell. So where do you get that your point from? Please give that fact here. In addition to your point, you said believing in another life, like people who do not believe in another life can actually experience meaningful existence through personal growth and self-actualization. I actually disagree with you, because believing in another life will actually give down some moral principles and ethical values that people can follow. Yes, most principles, most guidance, most laws you see now are based on the belief in another life. You are a Christian. As a Christian, you're supposed to preach the gospel. You are supposed to promote or exhibit positive values, not the negative ones. As Muslims too, you are supposed to promote and exhibit positive values, not the negative ones. So personal growth and even self-actualization are actually made based on the belief in afterlife. You are a living testimony of that. I know you know that. In addition to your point, you said Judaism and Buddhism do not actually believe in an afterlife. I totally disagree, because according to Pew Research Center, most religions who actually believe in an afterlife are Christian, Islam, Buddhism, and Judaism. So I wonder where you get that your point from. In addition to your point, you mentioned people who do not believe in an afterlife can actually experience meaningful existence through learning, creating, and contributing. Like I've said before, believing in an afterlife actually create that avenue to teach people, encourage people, and motivate people to act based on positive values, thereby promoting a sense of accountability. Now, most people who believe in afterlife usually act with care and consideration. And you ask me why? Because they believe that afterlife you actually judge based on your work on it. Yes, you actually judge based on your work on it. As Christian, you're supposed to exhibit positive values, because if you don't exhibit these values, you actually face your consequences on hell. Now, in addition to your point, you mentioned that believing in another life, you mentioned that I made some tautologies like altruism, personal accountability. Altruism is different from personal accountability, and personal accountability is different from moral accountability, despite personal transformation. These are different points. Please, excuse me. You also mentioned that believing in another life do not actually create meaningful existence because there are some kind of set by moral and values. Please tell me in the world where every morals, every values, every principle are not set by believing in an afterlife. Thank you.
All right. I noticed the thank you shortened the jingle of the jingle of the bell. All right, you've heard the presentation and rebuttal rounds for these two young debaters. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, it will be time for the closing argument. Stick around.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's pioneer e-commerce platform for pre-owned gadgets. They are Nigeria's home of gadgets with warranties, where you can purchase all your favorite devices and quality accessories, both brand new and pre-owned. You can also trade in your older devices for a newer model in a simple and convenient way. To crown it all, when you decide to sell off that device of yours to meet that important cash obligation, Obiwizi is your guy. Literally your guy. With offline and pickup stores in Ikeja, Lekki, Abuja, and Benin, Obiwizi delivers nationwide. So make sure you are following Obiwizi on Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page. Yes, that is on Instagram. You could send an email to the email address info@obiwizi.com or go to the website at www.obiwizi.com. They are also on X at Obiwizi. Literally Obiwizi. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. Yes, Obiwizi. Follow them on all pages and of course all social media platforms and get that device of your dreams.
Welcome back. This is I Beg to Differ Students Debate. It's the National Tournament of Champions. And today we close our quarterfinal matches. We have two contestants in front of us.
Why are they laughing? I should know what's really. Is there an inside joke that we are not aware of? Is there a secret joke that both of you are sharing? Because you're looking at each other and just giggling, smirking. I do not understand.
No, they've been doing that to each other since during the course of the debate.
Perhaps it's the topic.
To their points.
Maybe it's the
somebody
topic.
makes the other point. The other point is like, quickly. I will go check this. Hey, I will finish you today on that your point. So anyway, so it's Ayomide and David. You've heard their opening and rebuttal rounds. We'll go into the closing. Remember, the winner of this debate will move straight into the semi-final and will go up against the winner of the second debate. No second chances now.
Right.
Closing arguments, here we come.
And we will revert to Ogunneye Ayomide as he closes his argument.
Still standing on the city protocol, my name is Ayomide Ogunneye and I'm here to close my argument. To begin with, believing in an afterlife fosters is essential for meaningful existence because of positive psychological effects. I was unable to explain this point due to time. Yes. According to research conducted according to a study in the Journal of Religion and Health, stated that 75% of people who believe in an afterlife experience reduction in mental health stress, and this has consequently improved their mental health. In addition to my point, is legacy building and continuity. Now, people who believe in an afterlife create long-lasting impact by contributing to their society, family, and even the overall well-being of society, because they believe that their actions have reward in the next life. Besides that, interpersonal relationship. Now, believing in an afterlife helps to promote interpersonal relationships among people, ensuring that it creates stronger support networks and even a sense of unity among people in society. In my next point is empathy and forgiveness. Believing in an afterlife is to promote empathy and forgiveness. We could see this in Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela believed in reconciliation and nation building was actually influenced through his belief in an afterlife. We could see this when he forgives those who actually sent him in prison, and he works towards a better and a unified South Africa. In addition to my point, he's talking about ultimate justice. Now, Martin Luther King believes that his activism or his social rights activism was actually influenced based on his belief in an afterlife, and this had to promote hope for ultimate justice and equality among people in the United States of America. In addition to my point is community building and sense of belonging. Now, religious belief have deeper connections based on the belief in an afterlife, and this has helped to promote community building and a sense of belonging among individuals in society. In addition to my point, believing in an afterlife serves as coping mechanism. Now, believing in an afterlife serves as coping mechanism for people who are suffering from anxiety and depression due to the loss or demise of their loved ones, creating that assurance that there will be a reconnection between them and their loved ones in the next life. In addition to my point, we'll be talking about emotional resilience. Believing in an afterlife also serves as emotional resilience to people who are actually suffering from grief, depression, anxiety due to the demise of their loved ones. Additionally, I want to rebut some of the points you made. You said believing in an afterlife cannot promote personal accountability and moral accountability because of the fact that they can actually let this through their personal achievement and all of this. But I will tell you that vanity upon vanity, everything in this health is vanity upon vanity. Just because you actually gain achievement or you actually gain pleasure in your achievement cannot actually give you a long-lasting happiness. But believing in international life ensure that there will be a greater reward in the next life. As Christian, we do not look at every materialistic or everything, every materiality is on earth. We believe in the afterworld, that is heaven. We believe that after we die, we gain heaven. That is why we're always working positively and with care and consideration in every days of our life. In addition to my point, believing in the natural life can actually reduce the rate of violence and wicked acts in the society. A research conducted by Plus One that 63% of people who actually believe in the natural life. Thank you.
63% of people, or more like 63% of people who believe in an afterlife. Thank you. Okay, so they thank us. All right. Remember, just land when the bell tolls. Okay, guys. So you've heard Ayomide's closing. It's now time for his opponent to close.
Correct. David, it is time to close.
As I end my arguments, the question still remains: is the belief in the afterlife essential for a meaningful existence, or is life's meaning found in how we live now? Minanengyiofori David is my name, and I'm here to bring my arguments to a close. Firstly, let's analyze one famous quote by Karl Marx: "Religion is the opium of the people." This quote is often misinterpreted. In this case, people who believe in an afterlife just need something to pacify their hurt. People who claim there's life after death just need something to hold on to. Furthermore, there are multiple things that give life its meaning. For example, friendships and relationships, social justice, education and knowledge, creativity and art, even health. Restricting life meaning to a belief in the afterlife is absolutely wrong. Additionally, let's consider a famous pair, Honeymoon and Mama, two people who believe that everything on earth is useless just because of their belief in the afterlife. They have condemned education, marriage, other people just because of this their belief. Moving on, my opponent says that Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Mary Celeste, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Harriet Tubman all live useless lives if they didn't believe in the afterlife. People who found purpose and meaning in life carrying out drastic changes here on earth. In addition, the sense of urgency. Those who don't believe in an afterlife are motivated to achieve their dreams and goals compared to those who live complacently. Next, according to American Psychological Journal, there is no correlation between the afterlife and the mental health. Our meaning is found in how we live now and our personal achievements. Also, cultural practices. There are multiple cultures who don't believe in an afterlife, yet their members live meaningful lives. Most Nigerian cultures believe in life rather than afterlife, and this promotes communal living and leaving a legacy behind to be upheld. Furthermore, life's intrinsic value. Life has an inherent meaning and value, and this is found in the experiences we share, the people we love, the things we leave behind. Additionally, permit me to quote a verse from the Bible. Faith without work is dead, James 2:17, and this work has to be done here on earth. Let's relate this to our topic. Your belief alone in the afterlife does not make your existence meaningful. It's what you do with this belief that matters. Moving on, David Hume, Immanuel Kant, Bertrand Russell all said that our existence is not separate from our actions. And these are all renowned philosophers. Our existence is tied to our actions. You are the one who determines if your life is meaningful here on earth or not, and not what you believe. Moderators, judges, and my lovely audience, my opponent Ayomide sits here today telling you all, including myself, that our lives are meaningless and useful if we do not have a belief in the afterlife. Personally, I believe all our lives are meaningful. How does that make you feel? Thank you.
All right. And so the cruise ship has come home to land. It's anchored at the harbor. The debate is over. The first of two quarterfinal debates, and all that is left now is a decision who won this particular debate. The judges they had been scoring them as the debate wore on, based on the stated parameters, and in time we will find out how they decide. Also, your opinion counts. Would like what you think of this debate and of these two debaters. Join our live stream where you can also vote in the polls. There's a poll running on YouTube, and there is another poll running on X. Go to the Nigeria Info FM X or Twitter handle, and you would see it. I'm sure it would be pinned at the top, so you won't miss it. Vote your heart, vote your mind, vote your conscience. When we come back, it will be time for us to listen to what the judges think of the debate they just heard. All of that right after this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a place to get yourself local delicacies at a very, very affordable rate, then look no further than Olaiya. Yes, your number one plug for local meals and delicacies is here. You can find Olaiya foods at any of these locations. Olaiya is located at number 64B Emma Abimbola Street, Fola Oshibo in Lekki Phase 1, Lagos. You could call that restaurant for delivery at 0811 143 4031. You could also get Olaiya foods in Victoria Island at number 67 Kufu Abayomi Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Call 0808 712 6281 for your deliveries. You could also find Olaiya foods in Surulere at number 109 Akerele Street in Surulere, Lagos. Call 0704 810 1214 for your deliveries. Or you could go to Ikeja and get yourself some Olaiya food at number 25 Adeniyi Jones Street, Ikeja, Lagos. Call for delivery at 0816 244 9233. Don't forget, Olaiya Foods is your number one plug for local meals and delicacies.
Welcome back to the first of two quarterfinal debates. The last two quarterfinal debates here. You just heard David and Ayomide go head to head. The judges are finalizing their scorecards, and I'm sure also digital content people are also looking at how you are judging at home. There may be opportunity to hear from you as we go. In the meantime, first, I'd like us to hear from our addiction judge, Yvonne Okhaifo.
Look, at this point, I know you dread me already. I apologize. It is just what I have to do. You have to cope. Well done to both of you. David, well done. David, well done. Ayomide. I will start by saying that it is death, not death. People were busy saying death. It is death. It is death, not death. It is earth, not earth. Okay? I would also say that there's a difference between use and use. Use is a verb. Use is a noun. Okay? Useless, not useless. Okay? The adjective is useless, not useless. I know, scratch the back of your neck as much as you want, but that's what you said. There is also a difference between believe and belief. Believe is active. It is the verb. Belief is the act of believing. Okay? You were saying they believe in the afterlife. They believe. Ha-ah! Anyway, that aside, I would also say to you, Ayomide, please take note of the rules, of the corrections that I've just made to David. Okay? He said every days of our lives. I'm sure he meant every day of our lives. You said as Christian, we. What you should have said as Christians, we. Okay? Also, I heard elf. I'm not sure where that came from, but I'm sure you meant to say earth. And then I heard something like this has helped too. I'm sure you meant this has helped too. Okay? I also heard mental health. I'm sure you meant mental health. I'm sure in the heat of the moment you said. Then I heard on hell. I guess you meant in hell.
In hell.
Mm-hmm. What else would I like to add here? I believe I have. Those are the salient ones. To you, David. This belief of theirs, not this their belief. This belief of theirs, this child of mine, okay, that dog of mine, Okay?
Not this, my dog.
Not this one.
That's pigeon.
Okay? Look, well done to both of you. I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to you, especially because philosophical topics are quite, intriguing, but at the same time, difficult to debate sometimes. Look at David's face, Ayomide's face rather, but you both did a great job, and I'm happy that you took some time to do some research into this topic. Well done to both of you. The judges are still collating their results. I hope that at the end of the day, whoever wins, congratulations to you. But if you do not win, one thing you can certainly do is walk out of here with a swagger. You have made it this far. You made it to the finals. In the quarterfinal right now, okay? It doesn't take just anyone to do that. It takes someone with grit, someone with guts. And well done to both of you.
All right. Apart from the fact that David threatened to decapitate Ayomide on national radio, I know you know that the word is ask.
Oh, that is right. Thank you. I missed that one.
You did do axe.
He said axe. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And I to chop off his head.
And I wrote it down. It is ask, not axe.
Yes. That's that was the second one. Also, but I remember that you couldn't wait for the rebuttal round. You started rebutting him in your opening comments. But let's now see how the judges have decided. We're going to race through this. I'd like to start with the scorecard of Judge Ama. Presentation round. Or perhaps I'll do it like this. I will let you know how you've been scored for presentation by all the judges. Okay? Presentation round. Judge Ama scores Ayomide 18, David 21. Judge Ufoma scores Ayomide 17.5 and David 21. Judge Elizabeth scores Ayomide 17 and David 25. Chief Judge Chike scores Ayomide 17.5 and David 20. Total score: Ayomide 70, David 87. Now to rebuttals.
Yeah, for rebuttals here, Ayomide on Judge Ama's scorecard is awarded 15 points. David 16. On Judge Ufoma's scorecard, Ayomide gets 14.5 points for rebuttals. David 17.5. On Judge Elizabeth's scorecard, Ayomide gets 15 points for rebuttals, 19 points to David. On Judge Chike's scorecard, 17 points to Ayomide, 17 points to David. So it's a tie.
Which takes us now to the closing rounds. In the closing round, Judge Ama scores Ayomide 13, David 19. Judge Ufoma scores Ayomide 14, that's 12.5, not 14, for Ayomide 12.5, and David 18. Judge Elizabeth scores Ayomide 13 in the closing round and David 20. Chief Judge Chike scores Ayomide 14 and David 16 for a total of 52.5 marks in the closing for Ayomide and 73 for David.
And now for style. On Judge Ama's scorecard, Ayomide gets 6.5 and David 9. On Judge Ufoma's scorecard, Ayomide gets 6.5 as well. David 8.5. On Judge Elizabeth's scorecard, Ayomide gets 7.5. David gets 9. On Judge Mbeadiche's scorecard, it is 8.5 for Ayomide and 8.5 for David, with a total of 28.5 and 35. 28.5 for Ayomide and 35 for David.
That gives us a total score of 212.5 points to Ayomide and 264.5 points for David. We factor in Judge Yvonne's deduction-inducing diction infraction scores. It's minus 4.5 points. It's minus 7.5 points for Ayomide and minus 4.5 for David, bringing the total to 260 as against 205 for the winner. And qualifier into the quarterfinal, David Minanengyiofori. Congratulations. Congratulations, David. And you can take pride in what you've accomplished coming this far, Ayomide, in the quarterfinal. Don't worry, you win some, you lose some.
At this point, you're a veteran. At this point, you are an IBTD veteran. Your school should recruit you to, raise up-and-coming debaters for the competition because you are brilliant. You are. Not only are you brilliant, you are resilient as well. And those are skills that will prove useful to you as you grow, as you advance, as you go into the world. Okay? When life tells you no multiple times, if you really want it badly enough, you keep playing for a yes. Okay? Yes. Unfortunately, you are at the end of your rope here because you are now going to university, so you cannot continue. But please, in life, if you want it bad enough, you go at it until you get it. Okay? Because you are resilient and you are brilliant. And I want you to remember that. Okay? Remember that. And to you, David, congratulations. We will see you in the semi-finals. You will meet the winner of the second debate. Whether that will be Okhaifo Delight or not Ayomide now, Demilade Oluwalade. That remains to be seen.
All right, we take a quick break. When we come back, it will be time for the second debate right after this.
For nearly 5 decades, Chrisland has been on Wave
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.